Okay, quick review on Dean Graziosi's Millionaire Success Habits. This book is delivered in a really kind of warm, comforting way. He feels like a big sort of steady hand giving you a push on the back and kind of pushing you forward, encouraging you. His own stories are really nice that he brings into the book. There's nothing massively new here, but I think when it comes to success stories, tried and tested is best anyway. He puts his own spin on it, his own style, makes it his own, and that's really good. He talks about the gap widening between rich and poor and the middle class kind of disappearing. Talks about the gap between productivity and wages getting bigger as it has done since the 70s, and that's why we're so busy nowadays. So he goes on to give advice on how to be more effective and productive. So putting habits in place that cause us or help us to become more productive, which is something that I'm going to be using myself. So disciplining yourself for at least a couple of hours every day to do work that is intently sort of focused on what is going to, if it's money you're after, what's going to make you more money or improve your business. He talks about the villain within, so the negative voice that we all have within us that tries desperately to hold us back and keep us safe, which I suppose is part of our ego, trying to keep us safe, doesn't want to feel uncomfortable. So he talks about quietening that, starving that voice, and feeding the positive voice, which again, nothing new, but the way he puts it is nice. And yeah, so the productivity and effectiveness, but he also says how it's really telling that you ask someone what they don't want out of life and they will give you a big list of things that they don't want, but at the same time you ask someone what they do want and the answer's a bit more slow sort of coming. People will kind of say, that's a good question, I have to think about it. So we need to know what we want in life in order to set goals, have a plan, put a plan in place in order to chase what it is that we want. So knowing what we want and understanding what we want is something that's really critical to finding our success. Fantastic book.